What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? Boys here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. And today I'm recording this video just before the Champions League final. I wasn't able to do a preview, just didn't have enough time, but I'm really excited for it. I'm definitely really excited, but this video also is gonna come out afterwards, so there's no point in talking about the UCL final because probably like 60% out of 40 Liverpool is gonna win it. Hopefully Spurs does, but who knows. In this video, however, we are gonna focus on a possible exchange between Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona, looking to return Neymar to Los Culés and then give them either Coutinho or Dembele. Needless to say, I'm completely against this happening. It's just mental that Barcelona are gonna be thinking on returning the two players that they bought, that they invested on for more money, for replacing Neymar at Barcelona with, well, Neymar, the player they let go in the first place. So it's absolute nonsense that they're trying to make this happen, and I'm just gonna be giving my opinions on it. First of all, talking about a financial standpoint and how the club can benefit or, well, negatively be affected by this, and then on a footballing standpoint and what it could actually mean for Barcelona and the players involved in this deal. If you're eager to hear what I'm going to say about this matter, be sure to drop us a like, and also if you're new, consider subscribing if you enjoy the video and want to see more content like this. Also follow me on all other social media to keep up to date and turn the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything that we upload here on this channel. And one more thing before starting off this video, be sure to check out our friends at Golazo Jersey. Links are also going to be in the description down below. They are a very good place to get cheap, reliable, quality footballing kits, so go there and get yours. So the first thing that I gotta say surrounding the matter is that Barcelona are not using their money wisely. They are absolutely not. For Coutinho, we paid around 140 million, with Dembele also 100 million, which is end up being more than what we paid for Neymar, which is just a little bit bad in its own right. But if we think about the potential that those two players could have had here at Barcelona, that certainly looks kind of like a bargain in a sense. But Dembele hasn't really struck to become a player at Barcelona, hasn't really cemented his place in a starting 11, while Coutinho has still from tactical positions, and it seems that he's ill-equipped to play in a system like ours. So in a way, what I'm trying to say is that Barcelona getting rid of Neymar and basically having this partnership divorced, it hasn't been good for either of the two parties. It has been kind of like a failure. Much more for Neymar, I think, than Barcelona, but still, none of the two clubs have been benefited from this. So it seems that Neymar have realized this and Barcelona have done the same, which in a sense, it's okay, you know, you can acknowledge your mistakes and whatnot, but you don't have to react on it, you know, just move onwards from it. That's what I'm asking Barcelona. If you bring back Neymar, the message that you're sending not only to our players, but those to come, is one that you are going to stick to the big name players, the thing that actually has brought us down in these final two games that we lost against Liverpool and against Valencia in La Copa del Rey. In its own right, Neymar would cost a lot of money in wages, and also in the fee we would have to pay PSG. The thing here is that Barcelona are looking into kind of like reducing that fee by offering either someone like Dembele or someone like Coutinho. In my opinion, Coutinho and Dembele would fit amazingly at PSG. They really, really would. I think that PSG do need that kind of creative player in the midfield, and Coutinho can be that. While Dembele, let's say, instead of Neymar, would also be serving good for them because he has played under Thomas Tuchel, who has recently been renewed until 2022 by PSG. So therefore, he will have that ability to progress and become the best he can be, like he was at Dortmund with the same manager. The thing here is that Barcelona, we have those players, okay? It's our own right. We are in the main position. We are the team, we are the club that can decide whether to let it go and give up two players of our own right and look basically just humiliated in the face of entire Europe as we concede to PSG once again, or stand strong and really tell Neymar that your peace can be made, but that doesn't mean you have to come back to Barcelona. In footballing terms, it can work in either one of two ways. If the player that we are exchanging is Ousmane Dembele, there isn't too much being affected. The only thing is that we are conceding to the players that we want to get rid of right now. If we're bringing Neymar, the friend of Suarez, the friend of Neymar, of Piqué, of Rakitic, of Busquets, those type of players, what kind of message, like I said, we're sending to the fans, we're sending to the other players in our own squad? We're telling basically people like Malcolm, people like Musa Bogué, like Ricky Puig, like Carlos Aleñá, all of them, that they will never have a chance here, and we're just wanting to create the best team of Galácticos, dare I say it, which is just absurd. Barcelona has never been about that, and that's what we would be doing. If the player that we get rid of is Coutinho, yeah, I mean, we will be getting a player which doesn't really fit in with Barcelona in this current system. Could, yeah, but I don't know if it's going to change. And for PSG, they will be getting a player which, like I said before, I think would fit in their system with a Neymar. A Neymar that, yeah, he can play, but will give us what? Basically less minutes for Dembele, less minutes for Malcolm, and we're gonna get rid of one of the two of them basically, and they will never get a chance also to play. So in either way, it's kind of like a loss. There's never a win in this situation. There's absolutely no win in bringing back Neymar. He can score you the goals, he can sell you the shirts, he can do the flicks, he can do all of that. He's an amazing player. Honestly, personally, I do like Neymar. He's one of my favorite players, but I gotta think as a club, I gotta think as what I represent. If I'm basically, you people want me to be a voice of Barcelona, I can say that it's not good enough. I can concede that. You know, I can say I don't want to bring Neymar back, even though I like him, but because we have to think on the future ahead of us. And bringing back Neymar in exchange of Dembele wouldn't be anything good for us. In exchange of Coutinho would be a little bit better, but still it would suck. And what pains me to see here is that the board are trying to genuinely get a big name through the door to fill up the gaps that we left behind. I don't believe that no one in this fan base wants to bring a big name through the door, because we don't need a big name. We need someone that is able to just... We need more squad players. We need more squad players to do individual roles. We need to have a better team. That's what we need. We don't need an individuality. We don't want that. It seems that, well, the Antoine Griezmann move is not going to happen at the end of the day, because why? The big players said, we don't want Griezmann, and the board listened, which, okay, is fine. I agree. Griezmann would have been great either. But Neymar now is kind of like their option, and it's still not a very good one. According to Diálogo, in Real Madrid, President Florentino Perez also knows this situation and knows that he also wants to hijack Neymar. If Neymar is going to leave, well, go out to Real Madrid. I really don't care. I may still like him as a player, but like, I don't care. Just go to someone else. Barcelona, we don't really need him at the time. But the situation is getting stronger and stronger, because right now, 2 days ago in Fox Sport Argentina, I'm gonna link that video down below. I don't know if they have captions or whatever, but they talk with Lionel Messi, and Messi said that he's constantly talking with Neymar through WhatsApp. They're friends, okay? They're friends. And his statements of saying that Neymar, yes, he's a good player and all of that, adds kind of strength to the rumors that the 27-year-old might be coming back to Barcelona and get a reunion with his friends, which is just absurd. It really is. The only way that I can see this kind of relationship and reunion happening is if Suarez leaves, because we can play then Dembele, Messi false 9, and then Neymar. That's the only thing. Barcelona basically, by doing this, would have lost 3 years, or 2 years, in fact 2 years. Just wasted 2 years. La Liga has been won, La Copa del Rey has been won, but the years of Valverde had been wasted. The entire purpose of coming to the club and trying to create this new squad and rejuvenating them and doing this rebuild just thrown through the door. Really, just right there to the trash. Makes absolutely no sense, and Barcelona should be not doing this. Shouldn't be doing this at all. So hopefully guys you have enjoyed this video, and the next one is going to be talking about Valverde in 2 parts. One about basically why he's staying, and the other things that he needs to improve now that he is staying, because that's confirmed. Messi today said that he had nothing to do with the loss of Liverpool, and Messi, that's not your role, okay? Messi, you can be the captain, you can be amazing, you can be the best player in the world, but it's not your role to be protecting the manager when he actually needs to be scrutinized, whilst you and the players also need to do. Like, honestly, it's a complete complot. 100% the entire Barcelona has to be blamed. It's not the fault of one person. It's not the fault only of Valverde, but many things need to change, and Valverde is one of them. So with that being said, drop us a like, leave us a subscribe, do all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.